Hello, my name is Nate, and I'm going to intro you into indexers. So what that means, why we need it, how to get your data, because diving into the chain to get your data is not always a very easy way to do things. Okay, so I guess we need to start with what is an indexer. So in normal Web 2.0 land, we have web, we have a database. Maybe we want to change the state of your database. So we go and ping it and maybe update username. Username gets updated, web goes cool, gets something in return fairly quickly. In blockchain, we kind of lose a little bit of that. We get web interacts with blockchain. Blocks are flying all over the place. In Bitcoin, we have 10-minute block times, so the fastest you'd possibly get a return is within 10 minutes. Ethereum is 12 seconds. Near is about 1 second, much faster, but still anything can happen. These confirmations can take a second. It could take a couple days, depending on how the user's interacting with that. So another thing, what we're doing is basically interacting with smart contracts. This is kind of an API that lives in the chain. So imagine smart contract just has a bunch of functions like get owner, mint, burn, do these sort of things. We shouldn't really use this smart contract as a massive API to do the really complicated stuff. So let's say fetching data. Maybe I want to get all of the open offers on Mintbase that have expired within the last 3 days. You really can't add all that sort of logic in a smart contract. So what we have is, going back to here, we have an indexer. So web talks to blockchain, block, 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 block. We're running a full node that just is basically scraping every single block. And if any of those contracts has something to do with our contract, we save that information into this GraphQL bit, which I'll show you in a minute, and then our web then ingests it. So maybe we deploy a store, indexer captures it, we organize it in a nice pretty way in GraphQL, and then the web ingests it. Mint token, transfer token, any of that stuff gets aggregated in a nice, beautiful sort of organized way over here. So to actually show this thing, we can go into Mintbase. So what's really unique about Mintbase is we have mainnet. If you don't want to mess around with real money, we can go over to Testnet. So Testnet is this world where we can go, we can log in, we can connect. So I've just connected my account. Now here's all my smart contracts that I'm managing myself. So how does the indexer come in? So let's deploy a whole new smart contract. Let's call this, I don't know, the noob contract. So noob exists. Let's do noob, noob. We're going to deploy the store. So what's really interesting is once I deploy this store, our indexer is constantly listening for chain events. So as soon as it captures, okay, hey, this store has been created, it then goes and saves into GraphQL, and then we pull it. So as soon as this thing actually updates with our noob contract, which is here, we can easily go and find that information. So to find that information, I'm going to go into developers. We're going to click here. If we were on mainnet, this will be a different portal, and I'll go into that deeper. We can hop into here, put that URI into that. And so all this data is actually available to you. So we can come over here. We can see store where ID is equal to noob.mintbase1.testnet. And that's going to yes, this is mint space 2. This is our contract factory, and we can see all the things. So if I mint items, all of that information will start storing here, and our front end pulls that information. So you can always go into our docs.mintbase to kind of get an overview of how we get data. You can come into these different endpoints, how to get information from it. But if I were you, I would just start playing around in this Explorer. It's pretty heavy. Anytime we reference anything on Mintbase, we directly hit this, which is directly accessible to you using GraphQL. Thanks. Bye.